Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the
Captain Patterson report.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising.
Aye, sir. Shields repaired, Captain.
Salve a tutti ragazzi, ci troviamo alla nostra seconda puntata di Star Trek, di cui non ricordo più il nome della serie perché è passato un bel po' di tempo dal primo episodio, ma detto ciò vediamo se con questo secondo approccio riusciremo a fare qualcosa di meglio. In pratica siamo stati distrutti. Cioè in 2 secondi, in pratica ragazzi, ho come la sensazione che la serie si fermi qui, ve lo dico già.
Have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers vary, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
Sì, ottimo, però vediamo un attimo. Ah, adesso abbiamo attivato. Perché prima non le aveva attivate le armi?
I don't know how long she can take it, Captain.
Target analysis on.
Aye, sir.
Allora,
Engines repaired, Captain.
adesso dobbiamo prendere il viaggio, ma come non lo so. Allora, il tasto N sta per mappa. L'altra volta sono andato un po' a caso, poi ho visto nel manualino di gioco che il nostro Pollux, Pollum o Posmo, che dir si voglia, dovrebbe trovarsi qui. Vediamo se è vero. È l'unica cosa che ricordo.
We have arrived at Pollux 5.
Ecco, quindi... attacchiamo il pianeta, no? Direi di no. Computer niente. Ah, ma così è più interessante la visuale. Scusate ragazzi, sto provando a premere un po' di tasti.
Target analysis on. Target analysis on. Target analysis on. Lowering shields, Captain. Raising shields.
E adesso cosa dobbiamo fare?
Aye, sir. Sensors repaired, Captain.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angevin, sir.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
Va bene, e come ci teletrasportiamo se non lo sappiamo? Ah,
Captain, the shields are up. Lowering shields, Captain. We're not in orbit, Captain.
e come ci mettiamo in orbita?
Captain's log.
Save new game.
6-1. Non so se funziona così, salvataggio. Beh, ci dobbiamo mettere in orbita. Appunto che non so come.
We are too far from the planet for a sensor probe, Captain.
Va bene.
She can't take it, Captain.
E come mi metto in orbita? Non posso ogni volta aprire il manuale PDF che mi tocca uscire dal gioco.
not in orbit, Captain.
Ho premuto un tasto e si fa sempre più grande la...
We're not in orbit, Captain.
Ma come non sono in orbita? E dov'è il nostro pianeta? Eravamo lì vicini al pianeta. Oh, non siamo in orbita ma siamo lì vicini al pianeta. Io non capisco.
We're not in orbit, Captain.
E come ci mettiamo in orbita, ragazzi? No, non fatemi sloggare. Ah, che peccato.
weapons.
Better in standard orbit.
Non so come sia stato possibile, ho cambiato. Ok, forse ci siamo. Premendo tasti a caso.
Come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the car.
Non è per niente intuitivo comunque, eh? Vediamo cosa ci riserva la storia.
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
Certo, troveremo la pace nel tuo paradiso. Adesso vediamo.
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
Ok. Ma così spostiamo il nostro personaggio. Cosa altro possiamo fare? Ah, era l'unica porta che si apriva, vabbè. Vediamo qui se c'è qualcosa. Questo dovrebbe essere una detta alla sicurezza. Andiamo qui. Andiamo a vedere se c'è qualcosa di interessante in questa teca. Significa rubare.
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse.
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation.
Save new game. You get no response.
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
You get no response. You get no response. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. A multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner. A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table, from ancient beakers to double burners. You look but see nothing of note. You look but see nothing of note. You fail to obtain anything. The glass case is locked. You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything. You get no response. You get no response. You get no response.
Ma cosa devo fare allora?
You get no response. An old-fashioned computer. It appears to have some type of simulation running. Mr. Spock finds the scientific equipment in this room to be rather primitive. One Starfleet issue science tricorder, a science officer's best friend. Mr. Spock finds the scientific equipment in this room to be rather This appears to be a study and lab. The equipment looks very ancient.
E quindi?
This appears to be a study and lab.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse.
Mr. Spock, see what you can dig up from that old-fashioned computer terminal.
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models the proper situation for a total eclipse.
Nothing to report, Captain.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Scusate ragazzi, ma mi sto leggermente annoiando di stare terminando anche voi.
There's nothing there requiring. There's nothing there requiring a ship's.
An old-fashioned computer.
Sì, questo lo so.
You get no response. You get no response.
This study represents a man with a keen mind, Captain. To judge by what I see, there is little which does not interest him. The equipment is antiquated, but practical.
Che ci spostiamo di qua perché non c'è niente di interessante. Questi sono mica i Romulani.
You fail to obtain anything.
Com'è che funziona?
One Starfleet regulation phaser Type 1, set to full power. Mount Idle rises above you. One Starfleet The path is surrounded by.
Ok, siamo.
Kirk is fatally shot by a Klingon. Load a previously saved game.
Sì. Ok, vediamo un attimo di rifare la parte. Mi direi che questa non può essere trattata come serie perché è un punta e clicca che può piacere o non piacere, ma il punto è che
The path is surrounded by some beautiful shrubbery. The path is surrounded by... You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
sì, a parte che mette a squadra morta.
Disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea. Cook out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
Giusto? No.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain... Save new game.
Salviamo per sicurezza. Qui volevo raccogliere qualcosa, ma non lascia raccogliere niente.
They look like Klingons. They look like Klingons.
Ma dici davvero che sembrano Klingon?
You get no response. You get no response.
Captain, I detect a recent avalanche approximately 6.2 kilometers away that occurred within the last 3 days. The mountain may be quite dangerous.
Demons, Klingons, avalanches. What's next? The Wicked Witch of the West?
That is not logical, Doctor.
It wasn't supposed to be logical, you green-blooded Vulcan. Why does everything have to be so damn logical? Well, we've seen Klingons. Now all we need is a few Romulans.
Control your thoughts, Doctor. There is a high probability that something here is using our own memories against us.
You get no response. You get no response. You fail to obtain anything.
Non si può raccogliere niente, quindi,
You fail to obtain...
dirigiamoci all'interno di questa montagna.
You get no response.
The answer to this mystery lies ahead of us, gentlemen.
You get no response.
I'm sorry I let you down with those Klingons back there. I should have been paying more attention.
Just don't make that mistake again, Ensign.
Those Klingons give me the willies. They always have. My sister was wounded by them in the Chozon ambush.
We've all had our share of conflict with the Klingons, Ensign. The Organians told me that one day humans and Klingons will become good friends. I wonder if I'll ever live to see that day.
Mine entrance. You get no response.
La musica è come per quella della serie classica.
Demons, Klingons, or other hostiles, Captain. I promise I'll let you know the instant something appears.
Don't be too anxious, Ensign. We may want to talk with them.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
A large metallic door is set in the structure. A cavern deep in Mount Idle. A cavern deep in Mount... One Starfleet issue science tricorder, a science office. One Starfleet issue. A cavern deep in my... A cavern deep in my...
Sì, ho capito, ma dobbiamo analizzare, ha detto, no?
One Starfleet issue... A large pile of rubble blocks...
Cosa dobbiamo fare? Allora, così usciamo. Ma noi dobbiamo proseguire a fare qualcosa qui dentro. Che cosa non è dato sapersi.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain any... You get no response.
Allora, così prendiamo il nostro phaser se noi volessimo...
Ensign Everett's wary of more ambushes. One Starfleet issue communicated to allow landing parts.
È brutta, ragazzi, giocare così. Direi che la serie si interrompe qua perché non si può andare a caso a cercare di capire cosa è riferito a cosa, quali tasti e combinazioni di tasti servono per attivare o disattivare certe cose. E in questo gioco manca veramente la base, un tutorialino, una piccola istruzione, non ogni volta cercare su un PDF.
Ensign Everett's where... You get no response.
Lo so che prima l'ho attivato.
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible. I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
Cos'è che raccomando?
I recommend as thorough an analysis of this area as possible.
You fail to obtain anything.
Why would you want to do that? Let's not go misusing a medical kit, Jim.
Miseriaccia, prima potevo attivarli e adesso non li posso più attivare.
I see no threat in the current vicinity, Captain.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a target.
Assume firing positions.
Ok.
There is no apparent effect.
Violence will not solve our current situation, sir. Captain, this course of action is ineffectual.
Jim, you should relax a little more. Jim, you should relax.
That action would be Captain, the stun setting would be very ineffective on these boulders. That action would be
You get no response.
No sign of demons,
Don't be too anxious, Ensign. We may want to talk with him.
I recommend as thorough an analysis.
You get no response.
Analizziamo, no?
Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of. Fascinating. I'm registering low-intensity shielding unlike anything we've encountered before. That kept this door, and whatever is behind it, hidden from the ship's sensors and earlier tricorder readings.
Quindi?
Fascinating. I'm registering low-intensity...
This is incredible. This is incredible, Jim. I'm picking up faint life sign readings behind this door. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. This is incredible. This is incredible, Jim.
Nothing to report, Captain.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything.
E quindi cosa dobbiamo fare?
A large metallic doors. A large metallic doors. A cavern deep in Mount Idle. A cavern deep in Mount Idle. Save new game.
Vabbè. Non è dato a sapersi cosa si debba fare. Proviamo a tornare indietro, non so ragazzi.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Torniamo da sto tizio.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more.
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see?
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
What can you tell me about the mine itself?
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically, and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Canbury to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Canbury was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive. Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
Forse dovevamo parlare fin dall'inizio. Ah, è apparso costui che prima non c'era.
Get no response. Assorted pieces of glass rest on this table.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Nothing to report, Captain. A vintage 801286 of the mid-21st century. It is a fine museum piece. Nothing to report, Captain. Fascinating, Captain. It is an Ardak 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order. Nothing to report. I read a collection of small items of no evident value. I would characterize this as a small museum display, Captain. residue of several different compounds are in the tubes. None of the compounds would explain the sightings.
Scusate per il silenzio, ma
Nothing to
sto cercando di
report,
leggere, soprattutto di interagire con sto tizio.
Brother Stephen watches patiently as you examine his study. You get no response.
Beh, allora direi che usciamo. Ah, è sparito, era qua.
Various bushes and shrubs grow along the edge of the
Proviamo a vedere se è cambiato qualcosa.
Captain, the consequences of such actions may be catastrophic.
Jim, stop trying to That's a phaser, not a flashlight, Jim.
Assume firing positions.
Perché adesso funziona prima, no?
There is no apparent.
Captain, the consequences of such actions.
One of the acolytes who was trapped by the rockfall.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a bellhop. This man's too hurt to be moved. This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well. Why would you want to do that? Let's not go misusing a medical kit, Jim.
E quindi?
Nothing to report, Captain.
I think Dr. McCoy would be better suited to deal with this. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report.
A gateway to an alien race. The wonders of the galaxy are endless, aren't they, Mr. Spock?
Indeed, Captain.
They can also be damn cold.
James T. Kirk, captain of the Enterprise. A cavern deep in Mount Idle. A cavern deep in Mount Idle. One Starfleet Regulation Phaser Type 1, set to stun.
Ah, ok, no, ma noi...
One Starfleet issue medical tricorder to it.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a bellhop. This man's too hurt to be moved.
Quindi?
You fail to obtain...
Ok, ci vogliamo
It's a
un bel po'.
near thing, but he'll live.
You get no response. You get no response. A structure built into...
Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a bell...
I think Dr. McCoy would be better suited to deal with this. I think Dr. McCoy...
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well. I've done all I can. He just needs rest now.
Nothing to report, Captain. Fascinating, Captain.
Beh, proviamo ad uscire, vedere se cambia qualcosa, poi direi di terminare qui. La puntata e anche la serie a questo punto. Ok, Qui veramente non possiamo entrare in questo edificio. Ah, adesso sì. E c'è ancora sto tizio.
You get no response. You get no response. This man is in no condition to talk. You get no response. They are too heavy to move. They are too heavy to. They are too heavy to move. Boxes of supplies and mining equipment. Boxes of supply.
I detect various pieces of mining equipment, but nothing of note. Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
There's nothing there required.
Allora, facciamo quest'ultima cosa. E poi ho deciso... noi dobbiamo raccogliere qualcosa qui. E poi ho deciso appunto non proseguiamo con la serie, è troppo lento il tutto.
You have retrieved a sample of berries.
We don't need any more berries, Jim.
E poi bisogna probabilmente cliccare anche il pixel giusto, neanche giusto, il pixel giusto per poter entrare in certe parti, il che rende ancora tutto il più legnoso. Peccato, perché potrebbe andare bene come...
Jim, these need to be processed first.
Ah sì, giusto, deve essere...
Good! You have found the berries. Bring them to my lab, quickly.
You get no response.
Veloce nel laboratorio. E naturalmente devono venire tutti e quattro, non è che per esempio l'addetto alla sicurezza fa la guardia da qualche parte, no, tutti addosso.
The settings on the Ardak core have already been adjusted. Simply place the berry in the machine and the hypoditoxin will be synthesized.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
Voglio almeno farvi concludere questa parte e poi direi che la serie di Star Trek 25 anniversario termina qui purtroppo, ma rendo conto che è frustrante, nessuno la guarderà probabilmente. Casomai fatemelo sapere sotto nei commenti se volete vedere qualcosa oppure no. Non lo disinstallo per il momento perché aspetto prima i vostri commenti e noi ci vedremo alla prossima puntata con una nuova serie. Grazie e ci vedremo presto.